about time. We don't normally stream on a Wednesday. At least not to Twitch. But it's a surprise stream. So surprise, my friends. My bikini bottom citizens. We're going to film one more balloon today. Annie, you made it! You didn't even know there was going to be a stream today and you made it. Good on ya. How you doing? It's a little surprise stream. I just got to get this Sandy Cheeks out of the way, you know what I mean? I feel pretty good about the last terrible sample we did yesterday. But now that I know how that's going to work, I feel good about it. We've got our friends back here. Only one little bit needs to be replaced on Spongebob. So I think that's like pretty good. Pretty good considering all he's been through. And it doesn't look like Squidward's had any sleep at all. Bex, I'm sorry, there is snow on the ground? What are you, in some kind of northern state? That's so strange. Annie's going good, just chilling. Think about what you want to draw today. What a lovely thing to consider. What a nice way to spend your time. The bubbles are bubbling here in the SharpBalloons bikini bottom. Oh, one of my bubbles fell off the wall. Oh, wait, no, there's the bubble up there. And there's a bubble there. Okay, yeah. I can't remember where I stuck all my bubbles. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Today's all about filming. You know, we didn't advertise that we'd be streaming today, so I'm not surprised if not very many people show up. But, hey, those of you who got the notification were like, I'll check in with Shana. I appreciate you. Oh, my goodness. Yay, I am certainly happy to see you. It's not a lot, but there was an inch almost of frozen rain. I'm skeptical, Bex. I mean, look, I'm happy for you. It seems like you're probably enjoying it. I hope it's never, I just don't like driving in the snow. But like an inch, you could do that. That's lovely. Particularly like one of the first one of the first snowfalls of the season. It's always nice. So clean, so fresh. By the end of it, you'll be like, enough. Miami Beach. Hello, how you doing? Can I breathe okay at the bottom of the ocean? I'm just actually wearing a Sandy Cheeks bubble that's so big, it's beyond, look, I knocked into my bubble support. It's beyond the scope of the camera to capture. So I'm good. Thank you for your concern. And these guys are doing good too back here. I love them. It's literally the first snowfall. Okay, that is exciting. Very exciting. Your aunt also hates driving in the snow. Your aunt is a human being of fine taste. Ooh, Miami Beach. I would love to know, what was the slogan for your shirt design that you submitted? Tell. Is it like cheating if you tell? I want to know. 47 degrees here, Annie says, comma, yet not cold. I'm sorry, you appear to have transposed the numbers when you were saying 74 degrees. It's an easy mistake. Okay, so friends, like I said, I've been working on some Spongebobs. We got the Bob, we got the Patrick, we got the Squidward, but what we need is a Sandy Cheeks, obviously. So I'm going to work on Sandy Cheeks today. I will be mostly filming, so again, doing the thing where I'm not super checked in with chat. Am I ever super checked in? Not once. I'll be nice. Has anyone already done the balloon, Uma Thurman and John Travolta doing the twist? Okay. It's funny you should ask that. Technically, yes, but it was a mashup. So on the poll, this is like the first year we started streaming, was Uma and John doing the twist contest, and it tied with, I want to say, oh wait, but was it a mashup or was it? My memory's failing me, but it was Princess Peach and Bidoof, who was, I believe, a Pokemon, reenacting the twist scene. Let me see if I can find that for you. It's very. You can be forgiven for not expecting that one. What happens in Vegas pops into art. Oh, I love that. That's very cool. I like it, Miami Beach. Are you ready, kids? I kind of want to start the video with an "Are you ready, kids?" How should I do that? A little balloon pirate? I don't know. What do you think? I could overlay a video of my mouth doing the. Okay, I might have to do that. Shoot, another balloon? It's fine. It's fine. Happy Wednesday. And normally a three-way tie. Was it? I don't even think so. Where's my Discord server? Where'd it go? I know I can find a photo of it. Shane. I mean, look, I'd be fine doing the official Pulp Fiction dance. Would it come up if I search for Pulp? So here's Lost John Travolta. Hang on. Nope, close. Shoot, why am I so bad at this? Open link. There we go. Okay. Window, we'll do this. Okay, this is Lost John Travolta. Here, he's quite big. Obviously, I need to shrink him down a bit. Yeah, you can do this, Shana. So tech savvy. So savvy. So that's Lost John Travolta. But here's the Peach Bidoof Pulp Fiction dance sequence. See? It's the details that get me on this one. First of all, I'd like to draw your attention to Bidoof's fancy bolo-style necktie. And, oh, what's that? Is Princess Peach barefoot? Best way to do the twist. Best way. I haven't seen this balloon in forever, and I'm not disappointed with it. It's a good sign, right? When you're like, oh, no, yeah, that's actually pretty fun. Pretty fun. But please, Bex, submit that. I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been, very not good about overhauling, about taking a look at our Discord server. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. I've been having sneezes this morning, which is why I'm kind of slow to start. Do I have a tissue box in here? I do. Okay. So, originally it was like, hey, make a request in the Discord. And then we're like, oh, now you can make a request in the Discord, but only if you're a subscriber, and it's in the subscriber area, and it's hidden. And it just got harder for people to do it. I think that a lot of people who submit requests are not subscribers, which, hey, it's fine. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'd love to be able to offer the chance to request a balloon as a perk for subscribers to motivate people to subscribe. But if its actual effect is to just cool the interest in making requests at all, then that doesn't have a good effect on the culture of the stream. I don't know. I'm just like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a clown. Welcome to Twist and Shout 2026, a la Lita Vega sign. Yes. A necessity. That sign is iconic. Hey, Stormy, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. And a balloon dog on the front. It's iconic. It is our symbol. You must. Oh, you're giving me a blessing before I even look at that. Pre-blessing. Now that's a K-pop fan mom for you. I will hydrate, although probably shouldn't hydrate out of my deep hook water, so I actually need to go get my bottle of water. I'm so sorry, K-pop. I'm not sorry. I'm grateful to you for reminding me. Let's go. You can, here, you know what? I'll let you take a look at the close-up of the trio while I go get my water. You can also look at a close-up of me walking by the camera. All right, water. Water. There's a good drinking jug. Found one. Because, you know, the best way to ensure that I'm going to hydrate is to just leave a bunch of water vessels all around the house. Because eventually I'm going to pick one up. Check that there's no floaters in it. Cat hair. It's a real thing. No, just drink it. Cool. And K-pop on a 10-stream streak? Is that like a strecade? Okay, you don't have to. We don't have to do this. We can get out of here, you guys. Nice. Hecking gosh. May need to alert the authorities. Shana and her community are too heckin' cool, and it makes your heart go pitter patter. I'd like to report a pitter pattering in progress. Hello, heckin' gosh. Thanks for coming in. Like a heckin' gosh. We're gonna make a sandy cheeks. Thank you for this water, K-pop. I needed it. Yes, you can maintain your streak. I don't even think you have to watch the whole VOD. I think you have to watch, like, is it 1 minute or like some amount of minutes, which is not a crazy big amount. Hang on, hang on. BRB, I'm gonna plug in this external charger so it can get a little more juice in it. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. I don't normally stream on a Wednesday, so I'm normally gonna check in with you guys. I mean, I do, but we usually do the YouTube stream, and we're not doing that today. No YouTube Kids Live today, even though, I should probably change the event in the Discord. Oh, did you see that? Did it just freeze for you? Oh, well. My dudes, as the kids say. Yet it is also on a, 3-stream streak. Tri-stream. We're the best balloon artists in the entire tri-stream area. Fried food. It's either me or the fried food. I love it. Only a few minutes. The notification popped up while you were watching the clips. Yeah, I think just like a clip. If you watch a clip from a previous stream, I think it maintains your streak. They're not that, like, they're not gonna make you watch for hours, you know? I like that. 10 or 15 minutes, perhaps. But I do think it's like if you watch a clip or like a certain number of clips, maybe just one. I don't know how it works. I love that, like, I feel like I should talk with some authority because I'm the streamer. But you all pay more attention to, like, Twitch's new situation than I do, so. Thank you for keeping me informed. Oh, you love the glass. Thank you. These are more of a thing. Again, they are completely lensless. I want to be open about this. I'm not trying to, like, sneak my way into the glasses club. I do have horrible vision, if that makes this less disingenuous. But yeah, I wear these for the kids stream and any kids content that I'm doing. Because it's fun. I can't wear them with lenses, though, because it reflects too much of the light and, like, my computer monitor and stuff. It's very distracting. Liz! Elizabeth! We didn't even know we were going to stream. Boom. Surprise. By the way, I love that Very Bex is like, hey, have you made the twist dance scene from Pulp Fiction? And we're able to be like, yes. Kind of like the other day when Animadior was like, have you made, like, muffin on a flamingo? And we're like, yes. Like, that's the benefit of having, like, 4, almost 5 years of streaming under your belt and, like, so many balloons. We're like, I don't know, what do you like? Chances are we've got something related to that in our archive. And if we don't, it's probably because I just was dumb and forgot to take a picture of it. It's my fault. But anyway, I did watch the Mario movie trailer. I didn't see the previous Mario movie. Is it different, like aesthetic-wise? I love it by saying hi to Liz. Liz is the greatest. It's like Cheers, where everybody knows your mods. Dig-a-da-doom-doom. Oh, it is more different. There's a Toy Story 5 trailer. I'm so behind on my trailer watching. I've not watched it. Same aesthetic, but more characters. There's a Princess Rosalina, who wait for it, didn't even know existed. I'm very out of the Mario culture, but... Oh, you posted in the Discord. Fantastic, Liz. I will take a look at that. Because I have to head to the Discord after this stream because I have to disable the event that says, hey, we have a kids stream today at 4 p.m. Pacific. No, we don't. Not today. Every other Wednesday. But not this one. Okay. So, Rowan Atkinson is back on the cinema. I'm never mad to see Rowan Atkinson. We've made a Rowan Atkinson balloon. Have we only made one Mr. Bean? I think so, but it was a pretty classic. Let's see if I can... What if I did Mr. Bean? There it is. Come on. It's so good. It may be... Maybe one of these days, we should just do a stream where we go through and, like, rate each balloon. And then, of those that are, like, 5-star or whatever, we have, like, a bracket for, like, most favoritist balloon. Because I can't make these kinds of decisions. But this is... so good. So good. I even did a close-up shot of this one because I really liked how it came out. Let's say open. Look at that. It's so rolling. They say me rowing. They hating. I love it so much. Steering the car with a mop. Classic Bean. Anyway, yeah, Trike Tyler. Exactly. Tier the balloon, right? Because like there's some that are like only 2-star. Do I have any 1-star balloons? Okay, maybe the first Okami Amaterasu. Or is that a 5-star? I'll let you all decide. We just rate everything 5 stars. That's the tricky thing. Like, I think we have to be like, they're all great. Here are the levels of great that they are. Oh, Hagengosh, you think it's odd they called her princess, but whatever. She's awesome. By the way, she's been around since like 2006. Again, when was the last time I played any kind of Mario? I might have played a Mario Kart in 2001. That was probably it for me. I love you all, though, and I'm so glad that you enjoy Mario and that you're getting to see that brought to cinematic life for you. Fun. All right. But enough of this nonsense. Let's see. What are we going to do? Wait, more than 5 out of 5 for like 5 to 10 out of 5. There you go. So even like the lowest ranking would be 5 out of 5 and the highest ranking would be 10 out of 5. Look, whatever we need to do to give ourselves some kind of comfort to ranking the... And I don't, you know... you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'll tell you that. I can't be hurt. Your grandpa used to play the original Mario Brothers on NES with your sisters and you. I love that. Look, eventually, young Sharp will find video games. There's only so long we can put this off. And at some point I will be playing video games with my child because that's what I do. You know, it's what a parent would do. But right now we're still pumping the brakes on that one. Trike with a 3-stream streak. There may be some 15 stars in there. Look, I haven't gone through all of these photos in so long. But I think maybe we'll do that for like the year's end, right? And it'll be like a nice little like New Year's thing to do. Ah, sassy girly friends. Your mom played Super Mario Brothers 1 on Christmas Eve at midnight. So technically, was it Christmas morning then? Or was it Christmas Eve, like the beginning of Christmas Eve? Either way. Sorry, I don't know. Why you gotta tell something nice and then Shana's gotta be like, but actually, nitpick. What a jerk thing to do. That's the ADHD. I'd like to apologize. Thank you for sharing your anecdote. That sounds really nice. My parents never played video games with me, so I guess they thought that's what I had a sister for. Also, we didn't play many video games together. Oh, I love that so much. 5 stars, 7 planets, and 1 Pluto. Nice. Okay. I do got to get started because it's a minimum day today. Mr. Sharp's going to go pick up the little boy, but you know, we got to do something. So let's make it worth it. Let's make a Sandy cheeks, shall we? Let me get all the balloons I need for that one. Oh, and I've got to adjust my over-the-shoulder camera to make sure all the light settings are appropriate. Let's see, we'll do a couple of those. What else do I need? Some 360 white for the arms. Single clear 160 for the helmet. And this color and this color for our flower on her. It's like a space helmet, but it's like a sea helmet. It's a diving helmet, I guess. You never really were a gamer, but you remember playing Duck Hunt? I liked Duck Hunt. We never had that game. In my household, we never had an NES. We had a Super NES. My parents held out until Super NES, and they're like, fine, I guess. This whole video games thing is sticking around. Do I have a YouTube? Cosmic to Beaver? I do. Why I do. It's youtube.com/SharpBalloons. Perfect. Easy to remember. Go check it out. And, subscribe for free. Tutorial playlist or just balloon type playlists on it? We have a couple.
Balloon.
A balloon. Hello, Cosmic to Beaver. Thank you for resubbing 3-month streak up top. Boom! I do have some tutorials on that YouTube channel. I will say that the majority of the content on SharpBalloons YouTube is intended for children audiences or family audiences. So like entertainment videos, not like really breaking it down and doing step-by-step. However, I do have a playlist of tutorials. I've got like a Smurf and a snake and, I don't know, a Chihuahua, a French Bulldog, a 1-balloon dog in case you need that, but you probably are beyond that. The eventual goal is to make a separate YouTube page for the tutorial stuff versus the kids audience stuff. I know that's complicated, and if you know anything about Shana and the Sharp family, if it's complicated, we will put it off for a long time. But it's there, and it's in the planning stages, so thank you for being here, Cosmic. Swamped with requests for, Bluey and other modern characters. Cosmic, have you ever been to a balloon art convention? I'm teaching at 2 conventions this year. One Capital Kidvention, which is in Arlington, Virginia. And I think that's in January. And then I'm also teaching in February at Twist and Shout in Las Vegas. So both ends of the country. If you are near either location, I would recommend heading there. It's pretty amazing. Even if not tutorials, you'll be able to watch a stream and make it something and do it myself. That's exactly, I agree. In fact, if you watch this stream today, you'll probably be able to do the Sandy Cheeks. The thing is, a lot of the balloons that I do are more complicated than the level that you would want to do at a party, right? Because you've got 20 kids waiting, you can't spend 20 minutes on one balloon. That the math won't math for you. So, but I have some fast versions of things. We started out this video with my fast Spongebob version, which again, it's not actually that fast. This thing took like 7 minutes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Virginia's perfect. Okay, Capital Kidvention, both start with K. Capital Kidvention. I want to say .com, but I don't know. I'm a terrible ambassador for these places that have hired me to come and teach. I will be teaching probably some more, made over 200 axolotls, and that was it. Yeah, no, you make one cool thing and everyone else is going to ask for that thing. But anyway, I highly recommend looking into conventions, because there you learn from a lot of people, hands-on learning, which is often better for me than video learning, although I know at your level you could probably pick it up just by watching. Anyway, you can feel that breeze. 25. A 10 stream streak. How did I miss that? Probably because it came in right at the same time as the Cosmic 2 Beaver announcement. Oh, fantastic. 25. Let's go. Another Strecade. I love it. Okay, yes, we are filming a video for YouTube today. We will be filming a Sandy Cheeks. So, enough of this. I love your work. Oh my gosh. No. You're doing great. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Are you on the East Coast then? You're close to Virginia? Fantastic. And the Twist and Shout convention moves every year. So, like last year it was in Atlanta, which would probably have been closer to you. So, keep an eye on it. Coming to a city near you eventually. Hello, DeMonkey. Hello. All right. Enough of this nonsense. Let me turn off all my Twitch alerts, because that's probably not great on a YouTube video. Over the shoulder camera, we've got to adjust, because right now the lighting is wrong and the focus is wrong. It resets every time I restart the computer. Isn't that fun? It's so much fun. Okay. Properties. Configure video. All right, we're going to say the exposure down to 6, the focus down to 24, the white balance closer to 35, and how we doing here? Game good? Yeah. I like that. Okay. So we can do our detail work, and you can see what I'm drawing. Shorthand for Shana drawing is her pinching her finger, tracing circles. All right, cool. Be funny if the cats come in at this angle. Yeah, it's too dark to really see them, unfortunately, but could always bump the gain if we want to see those cats. Anyway. I gotta call up my Sandy Cheeks reference photo. Okay, so just to shrink this down here. No, you ain't. Okay, minimize that. Minimize that. So this is what we are trying to recreate today. Aren't I? No, you ain't. All right, I guess I ain't. So, That's what we're making today. I'm not going to keep it on the screen while I build because it's hard to keep track of like when I have the overlay on and when I don't. So I just add that in post. What a professional. So, but this is just so you all know what I'm making. And now let me type in a message to pin in chat to say, I'm not reading right now. No, you ain't. Exactly. I'm ready, I'm ready. Bump up the game. Bump it up. Feel it, feel it. Okay, okay. I don't know why, Demonkey. I just had to, like, read what you said. Okay. Hi. Shana is filming a YouTube video of a Sandy Cheeks balloon. No, of SpongeBob characters. She is distracted and not currently reading chat, but she loves ya. All right. Cat Jam. Perfect. And I'm pinning it. It's been pinned. All right. Hey, Ryoki. You excited? I'm excited. All right, friends. Congratulations to all of you with your multiple stream viewing streaks. And I hope that viewing clips helps you maintain your streak. If you happen to miss a stream, go do that voodoo that I do so well. I do. Pretty well. I don't do anything else that well, but balloons. All right. Chat is hidden. The camera's here. This camera. Oh my gosh, I love how Patrick is like rocking back and forth because of the air filter. And you know, then we've got this mic. Camera shot, and then we've got this one where I draw the balloon. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. Miso, hello. You've just finished watching the VOD of the last one. The Sandy prototypes were hilarious. You got to see the trial and error part of the art. I mean, like, look. Art is all trial and error. Would you like to see my most successful Sandy Cheeks model from yesterday and what she looks like now? Horrible! Kill me, SpongeBob! Yeah, it's art. It's messy. It's not always super cute. But we're so happy you're here, Miso. You watched the VOD? All right, let's go. I don't normally stream on Wednesdays. Normally it's Monday, Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then Thursday at 9 p.m. Pacific time. But today is a special day. Why? Because I said so. Special day. And I'm a special girl. No, I ain't. Okay, I'm not that special. Drink some water. For K-pop. For K-pop fan mom. Let's see, we're gonna grab one of these for our muzzle. Yeah. And, you know, the center of her flower is like a darker yellow. I thought it was a... It's kind of a darker yellow, isn't it? I lied to you, Ryoki. It's hidden from the screen, but it's visible on my second monitor. I should hide it. I'll turn it. Eventually. Okay, if anyone comes in and says, why isn't she answering me? Just please let them know. I'm not trying to be rude. Okay. Let me make sure we've got Squidward adjusted properly. Oh, Squidward. It's not looking super great. Like this. Oh, because this pulled up. Don't mind me. Just adjusting my squid. Pretty normal thing for someone to say. Okay. That looks better. Gotta have the eye bags. I almost forgot the eye bags yesterday. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Everybody. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna start recording. There they are. SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick. But we're missing some people. I think we need to make Sandy Cheeks. So let's do it. Sandy Cheeks. Let me hide this. We don't need that. It's time to add Sandy Cheeks, who is definitely like the most together of the whole Bikini Bottom crew. Thank goodness for Sandy. Am I right? So we'll need some brown balloons. Sandy is a brown squirrel, and then a lighter color for her muzzle. I'll need some white balloons for her space suit, and also some gray balloons for like the back hollowed inside of the spacesuit. Clear balloon for her space helmet. Pink and yellow balloons for her flower and the badge on her spacesuit. Okay, you know, we're gonna need a lot of balloons, is what I'm saying. But it's worth it. All right. So let's get this set up. Not with our full. Everybody's here. I like to see. We'll have you there. It's pretty funny. Squidward is like. I'll just have him back here. I feel like this is too distracting, though. Yeah, I'll probably just keep everybody out of the shot. When it was just Squidward and SpongeBob. Oh my gosh. Not Squidward. Patrick and SpongeBob wasn't so bad. Put you here. Just gonna have SpongeBob supervising everything I do. Sounds like a terrible idea, like personally. Yeah. Don't mind me just picking up my Patrick. I'll keep Patrick and Squidward out of the way for now. Stay. Good job, guys. Okay. I feel like that's acceptable. Let's dust off our tablecloth. Little random pieces of cat hair. I don't know how that got on here. Beautiful. Okay. So for Sandy Cheeks. All right. Make sure my hands are in the right position. Sandy Cheeks, we're going to start out with a brown 260 and a kind of a blush, a lighter, more jaundiced. Don't say that, Shana. All right. We're gonna start off with a 260 in brown and a 360 in a like lighter blush color. So brown first. And blush. Don't need too much of this one. I'll tie these two together. Perfect. All right. I'm going to do a small pinch twist in the brown. And then I will do about a 1.5 inch bubble maybe. Then let's say a 2 inch bubble. Another 1.5 inch bubble. And another small pinch twist. Never letting go of that first bubble, otherwise this whole thing would undo itself. And that would be annoying. Once more, a small 2 inch bubble to go around that pinch twist. So we've got kind of a little rectangle here with pinch twists in the bottom corners. Now we're gonna make the front muzzle part of Sandy's face. So I'm going to distort this balloon a little bit so that it bulges out at the side and kind of gives a nice curve to give that edge, the cheeks that she is named for. And I want to make sure that this is wider than the face because her cheeks are definitely wider than the base of her face. So I'll once again come about where I think that width is, make a bend by squeezing out the air, and then squeezing the air back into that bend. Beautiful. And now I'm going to twist off this bubble after that bend so we get this sort of a shape. And then twist that into our bottom pinch twist here. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now I'm gonna come around the back and once again reinforce with another bubble of the mocha. This one's gonna be slightly smaller, maybe just 1.5 inches, less than the 2 inches on the bottom. Across there to that pinch twist. Yes, roll that around. You're doing great. I love it. Now, I don't need the rest of this, so I'm gonna trim this off, but with a nice long scrap. Ka-choo! Save that for later. And I will use this to stretch across to the other side. It's kind of like giving it a little extra tension to pull the brown parts of the face in closer together to kind of cinch that in right there and have this base be wider without like a big chunky pinch twist taking up space. Gorgeous! Okay. I'll leave this here. This will eventually become her neck, but you know, we've got stuff to do before we get there. Okey-dokey. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Got the basic head. Could do the ears. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. I changed my mind immediately. Because that's the thing that artists can do. All right, so I've got this leftover piece of 260. I'm gonna come right about the middle of what I have left and rip this off. So I have a nice long scrap here, but I'm saving this part. It's not extra. Let that deflate. Tie this off here. Beautiful. Now we want to do 2 pinch twists in the end. 1, 2. Twist them around each other and through each other. Gorgeous. Now, on the back of Sandy's head, I'm gonna take this scrap and thread it through these. Ah! I'm gonna drop the balloon. It's an important step, don't forget that. We'll lay this double pinch twist against the back of the head in the center. Take our strap, or our scrap, I know what that means, pull that across through the pinch twists to that other side of the face. Around that pinch twist. And you know what? While I'm here, I'm just gonna tie it to this nozzle to make sure it doesn't untwist itself. That would be a problem. And now Sandy's got a neck that is positioned in the center of her head as opposed to from one of the sides of her neck, and kind of just comes out there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, Sandy. Good job, everybody. Yeah. A squirrel head. I love it. I should probably attach the features now, but not yet do the drawing, because the drawing I want to make sure I don't knock things out of place while I'm assembling the head to the body and the wall that she's looking over. So I will attach the balloons, but not do all the finished drawing stuff. That sounds perfectly reasonable. We need a white balloon for her eyes, and I will also be using a very skinny, like a scrap of a 160 in that same brown to give us the ears. All right, eyes first. The eyes have it. Let's blow up a 160. Let's blow up a white 260. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. We only need 2 eyes. But I will be pinching, so I have a nice long scrap on either side of that bubble. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Just trying to make this so it's perfectly round. Sandy Cheeks' eyes are round. So about like that. I'm giving plenty of twists so that they don't untwist. I'm holding, here, I'll just clip that between my pinky and ring finger to hold that first bubble, which is the most important. We'll cut this off, but again, give ourselves a decent amount of scrap on the end of that second bubble. Tie that knot. Gorgeous. All right. Squeeze. Now that's a good looking pair of eyes. Okay. Loosely, I'm attaching my scrap to the side pinch twist, coming across here, putting them in the middle, and then loosely attaching my scrap to the other pinch twist. Why loosely? I just want to make sure that they're positioned properly before I do anything that would be more permanent. But that looks about the right size. Let me put in our ears and see how this looks. Let's blow up our tiny little skinny brown balloon, and look at that, there's a hole in the end of the balloon. Okay, you can't see it, but there is, trust me. Look at that. Little bit of damage. That's not gonna hold air. That's not gonna hold air at all. Looks like Sandy Squirrel has been chewing on this balloon. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little tie south of all that damage so we can rip that part off here. There we go. Perfectly patched balloon. Nice. Stretch, squeeze. All right. Now, I'm gonna come up from, again, this base pinch twist. So much stuff is wrapped around here. We're asking a lot of that pinch twist juncture. Don't come apart, okay? I'll come up the back to about the height where I need to twist at that juncture. I'll make a twist. Then I'm gonna make a small loop twist. That would be Sandy's ear, and a very small pinch twist to support it. So I'm gonna push this pinch twist through that juncture at the corner of her head, and then wrap that pinch twist behind the ear, which pulls it more forward. That's our Sandy ear, looking cute. I'm gonna do the same thing going around the back of the head, make it a little softer. Not looking to add more shape to the head, so I'm trying to keep the 160s on the inside so they don't widen the head dimensions. So, a little 1-inch loop twist, 1/2-inch pinch twist, pinch twist through that corner, and around behind the ear, squeeze, stretch, and this remainder goes into that lower pinch twist. Oh my gosh, are you following along? You're doing great. Let's make sure I've got these angled properly. That looks good to me. This part, of course, is extra, so we can rip this off. Boom! Don't need that part. Stretch it across to another pinch twist just to anchor it. And again, I'll just tie it off to its original nozzle. And it's definitely not going to come undone. Safety first. Balloons first, then safety. Did I say that out loud? It's fine. Okay. Honestly, I feel like maybe her eyes are a little small. Do they look small to you? They look a little small to me. Let me try and make a pair of eyes out of the 360, which is the wider balloon. Maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I want this. But that's what I love about art. It's all about trial and error and what looks best to your eye. Here we go. All right, SpongeBob, you're supervising. White 360. Oh, jeez, that was loud. White 360. Looking good. Tying that off. Perfect. I do think bigger eyes. Maybe not this big. Somewhere between these two sizes. There. That feels good. Okay, again, a lot of twisting between the bubbles. Clip that between my pinky and my ring finger, and then make a second bubble that is about the same size. Looking good. Trim off a nice amount of scrap. Tie this through my knot loop. Pinch the knot, pull the scrap. Gorgeous. Here are our eyes. Now remember how I put in the eyes loosely? Let's see if that was a good idea. Let's see if we can pull this out easily. Although I did wrap other things around it, so. Ah, rats. It's okay. We'll trim it out. Perfect. Now, let's put bigger eyes in, see if this suits her. Now that I look at it, this doesn't look exactly even. This one's bigger, so we're gonna try and adjust the distribution. So there's just one twist between, and put more external pressure on the one that seems larger until you feel like there, closer to... Whoa. That looks good. It's the little things. Now that I like that distribution, I'll twist again a lot in between. Putting these in middle, taking our knot and pulling that back to the back. Pinch twist, again, just loosely until I confirm that I like it. I like it. That looks good, right? That feels very Sandy. Trial and error. Turns out humans have been doing it that way for generations because it works. It works. Learning from mistakes is great because it makes mistakes worth it. Otherwise, it's just annoying. Go. No, you ain't. Okay, I might do a little bit of head stuffing here to give, like, eyebrows, but again, that's going to be a decision I make later. There's a little bit of an eyebrow over one eye that she has, so we'll leave that. That may be a possibility for us. But now I need to make the spacesuit that holds Sandy together. And the way it works, because it's a cylinder that's slightly tilted towards the audience, the inside of her spacesuit looks like a darker gray, whereas the outside is white. That's just like a lighting thing. To achieve that, I'm going to make the front part of her suit out of white and the back part out of gray. Is that gonna work? I don't know. It's just an idea I had, and you know how I love trial and error, so let's make some errors. In the name of art. Gray and white. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna adjust this angle a little bit. I feel like we could do... Yeah, what if we did that? And then we had... You can still be behind me, Spongebob. You're just more like behind the... Which is... What's a better... Yeah, I think that's a better look. No, wait. There we go. Kind of hiding off on the edge. Perfect. Okay. Gray balloon. White balloon. Tying these two together. Great job. Double pinch twist. So what I'm gonna do is weave the balloons together to make that hollow tube of a spacesuit for Ms. Sandy. So that's going to require a little bit of time lapse probably, because weaving can be time consuming, but it's a fun process to watch. If we did, I feel like that would look good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this will be the front of the spacesuit, and this will be the back. So the inside looks gray as though there's a shadow inside, and Sandy's head will be supported somewhere in the middle there. It's gonna be cool. So what I need to do is rip this piece off, but I'll save this, just a small piece of it, and let some of the air out. This part will tie. I'll just tie it to itself, I guess. Beautiful. Okay, need some more little bits of balloon. For my weave. Gorgeous. A little more. Nice. Internal ones, so gray now. There's this little one I saved from last time. That's going right here. Very nice. All right, to complete the weave, because this is very messy, very open, I need a little bit of white, a little bit of gray. Tying these two together. Soft. Nice. We'll trim off these nozzles too, because we don't need those. And now we'll come here. All right. I'm going to make a very small, like ½ inch bubble there. And then I'm going to twist my juncture of white and gray around that and continue my weave. Gorgeous. We'll bring this one around this direction for the gray. All right. Step one looking good. What I'll do then is break off our gray. I'll save this. I'll reinflate that for part. And this white, like also saving this and tying these two together here to seal off this round of weave. Nice. And now we'll inflate those scraps I just ripped off to do our next row. Twist these two, tie it, gorgeous. Trim it. Squeeze, stretch, and woo! Squeeze, stretch. Always do that. It's just a good practice. All right. Same situation. Gray and white. Well, this time I'll do the gray first. Small bubble. Bonked myself in the face with the balloon. Well, if that doesn't happen at least once per sculpture, I'm probably doing it wrong. Nice. And we'll do the white. See what I mean about this not being good for line work at parties? Around the white, around the gray. Beautiful. It's pretty much all you can see of her spacesuit, so I think this will be fine. What I'll do is put in some pinch twists at the bottom here so that it, seals it off and we can break off all these little crazy tentacles, but that should go pretty fast. Famous last words. Don't need that part. Don't need that part. Hitting myself. Classic Shana. Stretch. Go bye-bye. 1, 2. Twist around each other. Don't need that part. Nice. Whoop. Where did Fine, pretty normal stuff. Here, let's do this. Oof, there's a leak in that bubble. So surely this one will be fine. Here we go. No! No! Yes. I gotta go through and tie off all the scraps left here because I don't trust easily. Trust issues. Tie this. All right. Now, eventually I will trim off all of these little scraps, but I've just learned over the years of making balloons that sometimes you'll reach a point where you'll be like, I wish I still had this scrap. I could have attached something there more easily. So I like to leave all the scrap until the very end and then go in and trim it up. Unless I forget to, in which case then I just get mad at myself. Totally a way you can do it. Okay, so head is kind of tilted to the side here. So I'm going to adjust these pinch twists to angle the neck at more of an angle, which will help me recreate this pose a little better. Can see where I'm trying to. There we go. No, you ain't. Excellent, excellent. We need arms, and that I will use 360 white for. So let's blow this up. Perfect. Nice and thick. Stretch. Gorgeous. Okay. So I'm going to do this without the head because it'll be easier for me to see here. But if this is our body, one arm is coming from in the gray area. And one arm is coming from the white area. So it's pretty much coming from just like right at the collar. So I am going to how do I want to do this? I'm going to try something. Just for funsies. What if I did a double pinch twist in a 360 to attach my arm through the outside. So I'll take my nozzle here, push that through the hole in the weave. Oh, that's the bottom. It wants to be the top. Here. Pull it tight, and then wrap that nozzle around these double pinch twists, which are too wide to fit between the gaps of the weave, meaning it just kind of secures this arm there. It is a little visible. I might choose to trade that out, but I might not. It's not crazy visible. Let's change the angle that our 360 comes out at. This arm kind of comes up and then immediately bends for a elbow. I know squirrel anatomy. And then her arm would go to about there. Maybe even higher in the weave. I'm not gonna, tell you what I'm gonna do is twist it off longer than I know I will need. That way I can use this other scrap to make the other arm, but not feel like, oh, I cut it off too short. You know what I mean? So I'll rip this part off. I'm gonna do the thing where I try and tie off one balloon while holding another balloon shut. It's advanced. It's unnecessary. Like, I could always just reinflate this. But why? When I could make it hard for myself. It may not be the easy way, but it's the SharpBalloons way. All right. Nice and soft. Good, good, good. Oh, and I wanted to do the double pinch twist anchor. I might be able to do that with a 260. That would be smaller, less visible from the inside. Let's see. Actually, I need to do it in the gray because this will be visible from the inside based on the angle. Gray balloon. Double pinch twist. I do love a double pinch twist. Rip this off. Don't need that part. That's extra. This is the important part. This is going inside of our spacesuit cylinder. And our knot at the end of our arm will go through the weave and anchor into these pinch twists, preventing it from sliding through the weave. Yes, and then the arm is coming from inside the spacesuit. But you get it. And this also is coming at an angle. So we're adjusting our arm to come up. And I think this could be a little thinner. And right up to about there. All right. Sandy's arms. Now, once I have a wall to anchor her hands to, that will keep the arms in perfect position. But for now, looking pretty good. Let's see how the head's gonna fit in there. I like this, I think. I like this, I think. I like this, I think, because balloons don't look like what they're gonna look like until they finally do. So let's keep twisting. Okay. Good idea, Shana. I need to make the wall over which Sandy is peering. And so I'm going to need some more brown balloons, different shades of brown. I'm on it. Okay. What about this? The top kind of looks like a bamboo. It has a shade of green to it, so this is kind of like an olive green. Let me see if I like that color for it. It's a little bright still. Let me see the other brown I got. How do I like them together? I think this is too different of a color. Let me see if I can find a darker unsaturated green. I know I've got one. Got a couple to try out. This, it's a little too blue. This might be this. It's not perfect, but what in this world is? Let's stick with this. Stretch it out, nice and thin, beautiful. Let's see. The width from one hand to another, it's about 3 segments of bamboo. So I'd say a segment of bamboo would be about 6 inches, 7 inches. I'm really terrible at size guessing. It does look pretty bamboo. I might need to put a little more air in here. There we go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in the image. Looking good. Like technically, could do 350 for the wall to get the bulk of the wall made. I might do that. Because it'll go faster. I like speed. Okay. It's not really do a single pinch twist at the end of this. I know, weaving is so boring to watch, but thanks for spending time with me. I could skip every other. And then what, just glue down this one? Not sure. Not sure. Do you know what I mean? When I say I'm not sure, it means I'm not sure. We'll do every other because I love cutting corners. SharpBalloons. We cut corners. So it's a matter of seeing if this is straight up and down, and this comes to about here. And this is to about there. Great. And then this. Out there. Because if I'm doing the no you ain't wall, it's at an angle. I really should. I need another. I should probably need a couple other brown balloons. Always need more brown. Twist in that. Gorgeous. Okay. Put this here. Yes. Okay. Pretty normal stuff happening here. We don't need this part. Tying that. Perfect. Okay. So am I going to say this is the tall end and this is the short end? Sorry, this is me trying to figure out how am I doing this? If this is facing, and these are our arms, and we're tilted over the wall like so. This arm is clutching at this juncture here, and this arm would be 1, 2, 3, and change away here. So this arm here. And this arm here. Pretty normal stuff. So, what I need to do, like, part of me is like, do I just weave the wall as a wedge because I don't need that extra part of wall? But another part of me is like, it's harder to weave just an edge than it is to weave the entire wall. So, getting that angle would be tricky. So I guess I've come down on the side of more work for myself. SharpBalloons, we cut some corners, not all of them. I was like, I'll do this version of Sandy because like 80% of her body is hidden. It'll go really fast. Except I've got to do the wall. Good job, everybody. Good job. What I might do then is just... if I did just a third row, but only to these two sections. Because then when we're cutting off, it should be to about there. Which, or rather like there, right? Like that. So it's at an angle, see? Don't need that part. Extra. Extra, extra. Balloon all about it. Okay. Gorgeous. I need one more 360 in that brown. But only for half the segment of the wall. Although if I'm doing half the segment, we should just do the whole thing. I know. It's so hard to make decisions. If only robots would hurry up and make all my decisions for me. Soon. All right. am going to complete the wall with the 260 road just for stability. I don't think it'll be visible, but I think it'll help the wall kind of hold together better. So, like, there's a little more of a gap there than I would really like, but that's not going to be visible anyway. So I don't need to care about it. Loophole. Pull. Nice. Okay. Double pinch twists on all of these. Sounds like a good thing to do. It's already ripped off. We're right by the camera. Action shots. Beautiful. All right. Here's how you make a bamboo wall for Sandy Cheeks to stand behind while not falling for fish pretending to be Spongebob. That old chestnut. Who doesn't get that request? Which balloon artist isn't tired of that old request? It's like I'm... No, you ain't. Okay. The suit will be... Oh, gosh, this is so tricky. The suit will be lower, because at some point, that's all you can see. Because the suit kind of tilted down. I'm going to have to actually position this the correct way for me to see here. No, it is this way. Okay, I think I have an idea. I'm gonna need white scrap. Perfect. I think that the center of Sandy's suit is these two here. She's kind of leaning forward. So these two here. So I'm going to go wrap that around one set of pinch twists. Wait, shoot. I keep picking this up the wrong way. It's fine. Is that the center? This one. Okay. Is there more of a center on this side? There is. But then, this is the side that's tall. I think it's okay. Okay, I'm going to take my strap, thread it around this double pinch twist juncture, and then over to the next pinch twist set in Sandy's spacesuit. It's a little obnoxious, but I think that would be more annoying in another color combo. Or another color, so I think that's okay. Yeah, the hand is here, and the hand is... Also pull this end down as well. That's okay. You can do that. All right, everybody. We're doing a great job here. Her elbow on this side is super bent. To this side, I'm gonna say here. Double pinch twist, my fave. We'll get rid of this bit there, don't need it. And then I will throw this. I don't know if I like this positioning. This part goes attached to here. And this, I can finally cut off at its actual length. And I would attach that one. Tie that there. Okay, there we go. We need to have some hands bent over the wall. Of course, of course. Shall I do that in 260? Why not? Honestly, I think 350 might be better, but it's pretty bulky. So let's see. Maybe 350. Or maybe a loop? A loop. No. Let's try 350. I'll save this just in case. Just in case. You never know. My goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Gonna make this a curve. And twist that off there. And this can be Sandy's hand. A handy little Sandy. Or a little Sandy handy. High five. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Now I need another one. And to do it perfectly again. That's all. That's all I need is perfection. I'm not asking for that much. Boom, do, 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 buddy, do, 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 do. Ooh, shameful. 3-stream streak. Welcome. All right. Sandy hand, we're bending it to keep that curve. Trim that off, tie this. Beautiful. Now basically I'm just tying the balloon, both ends of it together in a loop around the fence. Looks great. I don't really like how this thing ended up working, so I'll take that out. And we'll just use one of these lower scraps to attach to our wall. Weird? No, I don't think so. So I'm doing something a little strange. I'm making a brown bubble. I'm going to thread that through my wall weave here to give myself an attachment point to attach to our body so that it's positioned more stably. Sandy's obviously the most stable resident of Bikini Bottom. Not much of a competition, actually. There we go. Okay. All we're missing is the squirrel. Some would say pretty important. To them, I would say, you're right. I am going to replace this double pinch twist in white, which I think functionally works nicely, but I don't like that you can see it. I'm going to replace it with the double pinch twist in the gray 260. We're almost there. I know it feels like we've been working a long time on parts that aren't that necessary, but it all comes together, and it'll be worth it. The details. Is this the gray I used? Having trouble finding the gray I used. I think it was this one. No, it's not that one. Where's the gray I used? This one? Yes, it was this one. It's kind of like a greenish gray, although you can't tell unless there's something to compare it to. Double pinch twist. We don't need this part. Let's pop this. Gorgeous. Now, we're gonna pop these bubbles and instead attach this scrap to these bubbles. Smaller, still get the job done, and with the right color palette. Yeah, see? Not that huge of a difference, but I don't know. It's all the details, my friends. It's all in the details. Now, how to position our squirrel inside. I feel like the angle of the neck is very important. She's a bit looking to the side. But she's doing the no, you ain't. She's kind of like... there, like that. No, you ain't. Like she's looking out the side of her head. She's got her head to the... there we go. A little bit higher because her neck is visible and long. That's about where I want it to be. Okay, so... use this other scrap I have just left around here for attaching. That feels pretty good. It's so funny. I spent so much time ensuring that the inside of my weave would be gray, and then you can like barely see it. This is the artist's struggle. No, you ain't. Okay, okay. We need a space helmet with a flower on it right here. We need eyes, eyelids, a mouth, and some stripes on the spacesuit. But otherwise, we're really, really close. So space helmet. Space. Is it a space helmet? Is it a space suit? Or is it more of like an aquanaut suit? Perhaps under the sea is space for squirrels. All right. Can I move this a little bit? All right, we're at the space helmet breathing apparatus. I have a clear balloon. I know it doesn't look clear, but once you put air into it, well, then it's a popped balloon. Very useful. Good job, everybody. Good job. Let's take two. All right, we are now at the breathing bubble for Sandy Cheeks. I'm going to put some air in the clear balloon. I know it doesn't look clear, but wait till we put air in it. There you go. Can see right through it. I see you, Spongebob. And of course, on that space helmet, Sandy has her flower, so we'll blow up a bit of this goldenrod balloon and some of a rosy pink to make a lovely little balloon flower. So I'll make, it's just a 5-petal flower. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A little 5-petal flower, and of course, a little bit of this goldenrod. I'm even gonna use less than I blew up. I'll tie that into a bit of a smoosh little pinch twist, so it can be a little bit horizontal like that. And we'll put that center into our flower. And we'll get rid of the rest of the rows. That's extra. I'll leave this goldenrod extra because I'll use that to attach the flower to our space helmet. All right, so we need to make this little space helmet, or a bubble, helmet, air bubble, helmet, bubble, atmosphere, shield. I don't know what we call it. But we need to make this bubble for the top of Sandy's outfit. So it stays pretty round, this thing. I'm gonna attach it behind the arm on this side. And we'll go in front of the arm on the other side. Let's get to where we're feeling peak bubble dimensions. Seems to be a little flatter, a little more round than this. It's not so high above her head, but it is quite round. So I will do some shaping. But I feel like this feels like maybe about it. So split that there. Rip this off. Bye-bye. Tie it. And attach it back to our spacesuit. Or let go. Multiple times in a row. Okay. Now I need to shape this so it's a little more actual round, maybe horizontally bent. Higher. I'm gonna try put this here. Looking pretty good. Okay. We have to add the flower right here. So we'll just take the scrap, trim off the end of it. Boop. Now we just have this nice, like, rubber band that's attached to the back of our flower. And we can wrap that rubber band around our helmet. I'm not gonna wrap too tightly because I don't wanna pinch the balloon at all and and unshape the circle I made. That off. Turn this so it's sideways, following the curve of the bubble, which is like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, I think we might have misshaped the bubble a little bit. It's okay. This pinch twist to kind of add just the angle. Ooh! I'm liking this. I'm liking this. No, you ain't. Yes, I am. You don't tell me what I like, Sandy. Okay. So, what do we need? Stripes on the arms, drawing on the face, then we'll be done. Yeah, we will be. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do our arm stripes. We got 2 red stripes and 1 blue stripe on Sandy's arm. So I'll take my red and blue markers. All right, it looks like on this hand, the first red stripe is before the elbow here. Lovely. And then there's another one down here above the hand. Nice. I'll do the other red stripes while I have the red pen out. Our other arm here, same thing where our first stripe is close to the body. And our second stripe is closer to the hand. Nice. That's all the red drawing I have to do. Let's take out our blue marker. Right, now for the blue, this one goes up to kind of in the elbow crease area of Sandy's suit. And same thing over here, basically just between these two red stripes. Nice. Okie dokie. We're almost done. No, you ain't. Okay, all right. Come on, Sandy. Give me a break. Give me a break. We're close. Don't ever try and recap a Sharpie where you're holding the cap in your mouth. It's a great way to get ink on your face. Okay. We have to do our face details. Hang on, chat. I'm going to move my photo reference so it's a little more visible from where I am. Okay. Back to our detail camera here. Now, the first thing trying to position myself and my balloon here. Right, the first important thing is the eyelids on Sandy's eyes. They're like almost shut because she is skeptical, she's right to be that way. So it's covering more than half of the eye. I'm going to take this brown marker and draw basically a line across it at the equator of our eye spheres. It's a pretty normal way to say that. And we'll cover everything north of that. Just gonna color in the part that even I can't see, because you never know what the camera picks up sometimes, so. When in doubt, just color it all. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna wait until I draw in the black line to make sure that I like my placement first. But let's do our nose. Gotta do Sandy's nose here. And it's kind of a very pale marker. I'm going to use a darker pink and then blend it out with my pale pink. Nice. Hang on, I gotta pick up my marker cap that I dropped on the floor. and not stand up into my camera. I haven't yet hit my head on the camera, but now taking bets on when that happens. All right. Sandy's nose job. Looking good. Now, I'm gonna draw the shape of her mouth in this pale pink because that'll help me place it without being so obvious. Great. So this little pink section is the tongue. Beautiful. I dropped my pen cap again. So good at that. Yeah. I like that it's a studio floor cam, so you can watch me scrambling to pick up my pen caps. I have a dark brown marker. I use dark brown to color in the inside of her mouth that is not the teeth nor the tongue. I don't know if that was visible at all. Nice. Recap. So to recap, and white paint marker for our teeth. Can't believe we're almost done. Looking good, looking good. Oh, well, hey. Thank you so much for resubbing, Nipsu. Oh my goodness, how are you? We're filming a thing right now, so I'm not being like super chatty, but it's lovely to see you. I keep hearing all this Moomin stuff, and I keep thinking about you. Okay, okay. Okay. Black marker, this is it. This is when we put the final details on our mouth. Oh, except I want to actually be on camera. Okay, there we go. We'll also outline our nose. Looking good. Okay, real quick. I just want to see her straight on. Make sure I like the line that I drew for her eyes. I do. I think that's a good position there. All right, so let's... But wait, okay, hang on. But am I putting in a brown balloon to be her eyebrows? I had said I was going to do that. Let me try. See what I like about that. Got to do that before I draw the black on, otherwise, Lord knows I'll mess it up. Now, her eyebrows are drawn on top of her forehead in this reference image. It's more... Honestly, this is like the shape of her eyebrows. One down and one up. That's how I look when I'm skeptical of people, too. I feel like that, it's too much. So I'm just going to do the drawn-on eyebrows, but I'll fill in that gap in her head. Wish someone would fill the gap in my head. Just like a little bubble here. That'll be enough. I'll tie these two scrap ends together. I'm probably going to cut this out of the video, but you, who are watching me stream this, you get to see. Problem solving at work. Let's see if it actually solves the problem. Okay. So, Sandy's head has a bit of a hole in it. I made a bubble. Let's see if it fits in there. And I'm just like squishing it in there. Does that make the head too tall? Does that emphasize the hole in the head, or is that just blocking it? This is the dangerous part of adding balloons after you've added marker. But I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Just trying to make our ears look good. Good. Okay. This is it then, the final detail, the eyes. Whew! I'm nervous, are you? Okay. Probably don't wanna, okay, there we go. We're gonna do this one first. Ha! Okay, and then our eyebrow above the head. And then there's this one, which is more subtle eyebrow, but I think it comes across. Let's see. I adjusted the head angle a little bit. Hang on, hang on. Recap the pen. Don't get left with dry pens. Yes. So forward. It should be further to the side. Wait, which side is this? This side is the, okay. This is the shot that we have recreated. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. I love it. Okay, let's see what Sandy thinks of the other Bikini Bottom residents. I love this so much. Okay, hang on, we'll do this. Y'all have such weird facial expressions. Gotta do. Poor Squidward can't even sleep. Probably because there's a gigantic Sandy right behind him. That would keep me awake. Sandy, you're too tall. You're too tall to be seen. Hang on, I can manually hold the camera. It'll be a mess, I'm sorry, but let's see. There we go. Oh, yes. You are right in front of Squidward there, Patrick. You're blocking his light. Hang on. Whoa! What? Do I have a superhero in that? Hello, superhero! You're who? Lightning Man! And you've brought me chocolate almonds? Thank you. That is a picture of Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, and I just made her out of balloons. It says, "No, you ain't."
That's silly.
Pretty silly, huh?
I'm Lightning Man.
Lightning Man.
And I'm a superhero.
Everybody?
Now, Lightning Man can do improv if you want to ask Lightning Man some questions.
I would love that. Lightning Man, what are your superpowers?
I control the weather, and I can make lightning appear on someone.
You can make lightning appear on someone?
Like it can I can control the weather, and I can make someone get struck with lightning.
Whoa. Do you have enemies? Is there like an arch villain, a nemesis?
The Clear Body and Mr. Yellow.
Mr. Yellow and Mr. Clearbody.
No, not Mr. Clearbody, Dr. Clearbody.
I'm sorry, Dr. Clearbody. We must honor. Exactly. Thank you for the almonds. I'm actually just about wrapped up here, Lightning Man.
Okay.
Don't blow into the microphone, Lightning Man. Thank you. Yeah, do you have a catchphrase?
No, I don't. I don't have any catchphrases. Why would you ask that?
And like that, in a flash, he was gone. Who was that masked boy?
Yes, his classic catchphrase, "Why would you ask that?"
Why would you ask that? Poof. Smoke bomb.
Wait, is that Lightning Man? Of course it is. Why would you ask that?
Poof. I like that. Oh, hey! My son is home from school.
Yeah, there's our son.
Hi, son. Well, you aren't. You just missed Lightning Man, son. No, what? Don't be foolish. Lightning Man is a full-grown adult superhero. You're a child. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody and then raid this wonderful group of human beings into another channel. Then I'm gonna go be a mom. Doesn't that sound like fun? Never reveal your secret identity. Oh, that's a really good point. Guess we gotta scratch that alter ego. Come up with another. Lightning Man was just our test run. Does he know Storm from the X-Men? Sounds like they would be like pretty closely related, doesn't it? I love everybody. What? I love it. Lightning Man! A graphic lightning bolt. Yes. Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh my goodness. Okay. So do I have... Let me see if I can adjust this. Like a slightly... Okay, so if we move Patrick over here and a little further forward, because he's probably the smallest in scale of them, so it's okay if he's further forward. We don't really need... Don't fall off the edge of the table. That's a bad idea. Squidward, we're gonna put you here, because this is all just a bad dream, my dude. Spongebob, you can come a little further forward as well. Let's see, Sandy, you could please support yourself. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have things to like support them. We can do this. I will make a tableau or we won't. And I stand by that promise. Okay. What if you turn more sideways? Because your arm's a little bit in the way of Squid. There we go. Now, Squidward, why don't you tilt your head up a little more so people can see your beautiful features. This will be here to support Sandy. Sandy needs all the support she can get. I'm gonna try and lift up the camera a bit. Sorry, I know it's a little weird to look at a camera that's being adjusted. Ha! Oh, it's very funny to me to just see the bottom of Sandy's face like that. This is a very funny shot. No, you ain't. Hey, Spongebob. Let's see. Let's put your hammer a little more. There we go, buddy. You got this. You got this. How's the nail in the forehead, Patrick? Looking good? Great. Yay! 3 live streams later. Beautiful! I love it. Aren't you forgetting someone? Me! Yeah! I went to college. Hey, Plankton. Yeah, no, I'll make you later, I promise. Because you do belong with the gang. Look how small he is compared. Look at him up here by Sandy. I kind of like that. Yay! Hi, fans. Oh, boy. Sorry if I'm giving people motion sickness. They look great, though, right? I love it. Okay. Here, stop recording. I don't need to record this. I'm gonna read chat. Hey, chat. An amazing tableau. Plankton jump scare. Yes, exactly. Now destroy them as a symbol of the impermanence of life. Actually, that is my plan. I love that you suggested that, 25. My plan is to make a, I'm gonna make a Plankton, and then I will pop them all. And that will be the end of the video. So that is, we'll see. We'll see if the audacious claim of art that we then destroy ourselves is what it gets to crack that algorithm. You like Sandy? Sandy is great. Sandy came out fantastic. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Let's see one more time with the crew. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like, we can't see Sandy's full head there. Let me see if I can, like, slowly rock the camera back so you can see. We've got the flower on her helmet, but this is kind of a great, this is like the album cover, you know? I could, like, turn my lighting. There we go. The light even better on. Ah! Hang on, I'm going to record this. Pretty good. Ah, but we're missing someone. Someone small. Okay, great. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I went through that very long process of problem solving art you know, I feel like a lot of people see finished art and they think it must come so easy to artists, you know, but and like a painting, it would be tricky to like sit through someone's entire painting. A lot of the painters on Twitch, you know, they'll do a painting over many streams because it takes that long. Balloon art relatively doesn't take that long, so you get to see the whole process, all the trials and many errors and changed minds, like the size of Sandy's eyeball or the place I want to connect her. So I just really love being able to work out my art and my creativity live in front of you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to combine my true loves of visual and performing art into one weird chimera. Now what I'd like to do is raid you into another fantastic streamer here on the platform. Let me take a look and see. I don't know who's normally live on Wednesdays at 1:43, so let's take a look. Let me go somewhere we haven't gone in a minute. Well, SharpBalloons is live. Oh, you know what? Sandy is live. You remember the sandwich guy? He is a very hilarious, Comedian, improviser, musician. I don't spend nearly enough times in the stream because I'm constantly, called upon to be a mother in the real world, which is like, ugh. JK, I love it. But every time I've ended up, lurking in Sandy's streams, he's great. You're going to love him. You probably already are familiar with him if you're a fan of the Nurse Huckleberry culture, as Sandy is a frequent collaborator over there. Let me just make sure how long he's been going, that it hasn't been too long. Okay, good. Just a half hour. Fantastical. Let's go, friends. Watching the art process is one of the things you love about watching artists on Twitch. Agreed. Hard agree. As an artist and as an audience member, I think watching people's process, because the thing is, like, we tend to think of the product as the art, but the process is the art too. It's the part that we don't always get a chance to see. Twitch is really a remarkable look into the secret lives of artists and creators and gamers and entertainers and whoever. Coders, ceramicists, and anybody. You maybe. Cat fosterers. Okay. The behind the scenes, yes, exactly. We got to have the behind the scenes. We got to look to make more content, right? Okay. / raid. I can type to Sandy. Sandy. Boom. The raid is in. Now, Sandy, it's his stream is more for mature audiences, whereas oops, I realized I took my phone off. We make this kind of stuff. We're pretty exclusively immature, but I know that you're gonna love him because you like silliness, and you like these kind of brains. Sandy is a very similar brain to mine, I would say. Sweet streams, K-pop, thank you very much for. Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna rehydrate here just for you. This one's for K-pop fan mom. Gimlet! Ah, you just joined. It was great. We just finished Sandy Cheeks, and then added her to the rest of the Spongebob characters that we've been making. We have a few seconds before we raid out now, but it is lovely to see you, and we'll be streaming next tomorrow at 9 p.m. So our late night stream is next. And then, of course, our normal stream time, Monday and Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Thursday at 9 p.m. Pacific. Normally on Wednesdays, we do an afternoon live stream for kids and families on our YouTube channel. We will not be doing that today. Everybody, say hi to Sandy. Oh, do please copy and paste the raid call. I love seeing those little messages pop up. I'm going to copy them and paste it myself. Let's go say hi to Sandy. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night. Bye!